Hi everyone, Gerard O'Neill here, Woolcastle Painting and Decorating. So today I'm redecorating a bedroom. Now on this job, I have this bedroom to do. I have Gary in doing the living room and the kitchen with the repaint those. But this bedroom basically, the lady of the house wants the wallpaper stripped. The walls prepared and painted, so obviously when the paper comes off there's a bit of sanding, a bit of filling, a bit of caulking up around gaps and stuff before there's any painting done. So I'll just go through this job with you, do a few videos on it and show you how to go about stripping the walls for starters, preparing them and painting them. Now this room here has new MDF skirtings put on. There's been a new wooden floor put down, new MDF architraves around this frame here. I'll just turn this around here and show you. We set a double doors there, as you can see. There are new doors on and MDF frame. And here we have here this wall, which I've already stripped, as you can see. So at one point, I just bring that down slowly. You can see I have all the paper off there. At one point, this wall must have been half painted and half papered or whatever. But anyway, there will be a wee bit of preparation. Normally when I like to do a job like this, after I prepare the walls, is line them and paint them, and you really do get a good finish. I can also do a nice finish without line of paper, and this bedroom, it's a spare room, and the lady said if I can do a good job without laying a paper, keep the cost down, so I'm happy enough to do that for her. And so I'm going to show you basically, for me, the best way to stripping wallpaper. Whenever I do work for customers and they say to me, I'll strip the walls for you, I personally prefer to do it myself, because whenever I come into a job, there's bits of paper stuck everywhere. It's stuck around the sockets, it's stuck down the sides of the door frames. There's bits of paper everywhere, and I end up maybe spending a few hours taking it off anyway. So I prefer to do it and do it right. And there is an act of stripping wallpaper, believe it or not. People just think it's stripped, but as I say, I prefer to do it myself. Now, first thing to do is, if the wallpaper is very difficult to come off, I have a wallpaper stripper here, which I'm not using in this job because I try to avoid using it at all costs, unless it's a real difficult paper to come off, like wood chip or anything like that. So this wallpaper here, what I done was, there's only one layer on it, it's a very thin paper. Old school, a drop of hot water, washing up liquid, a 3-inch brush. I soak the top layer, let it sit for a few minutes, and it peeled off, and then you soak it back in. It's neat, it's tidy, and strip one wall at a time. Don't be working all around the room, you know what I mean? Strip, put a dust, there's a new floor down here. I'll just turn around here and show you. So you see that wall that I've done there. So this is what we're taking off here. Okay, and you can see I have a dust sheet, it's double folded, covering the new floor. It's just really to stop any water going onto the floor. And so I've that wall done, so I'm onto this wall. So one wall at a time. After you strip it, lift all the loose paper, keep the room tight as you're going. Turn the electric off if there's any sockets, because you have to soak in around the sockets and stuff. So that's another thing to do, to make sure that you do have the electric off. Just until you get around the sockets, and then switch it back on again. And so look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak a couple of these sheets here, and basically show you, for me, the best way to do this. As I say, I avoid using a steamer because sometimes it can take a skim of plaster off, it can loosen it up, and I only use a steamer if I really have to use it, So anyway, so I'll just get all these steps here. And whenever you're doing these here, I would kind of soak basically a couple of strips at a time, So so you know where you are, you know what I mean. For me, I like to be organised, know where I'm actually at, you know what I mean. If you start soaking a whole wall, by the time you go back to the other side, the water's near dried, you know what I mean. So maybe 2 or 3 strips soak at one time, you know, and I'll show you, you peel the top layer off, then you have the backing, you know. And as I say, make sure you get everything off, all the wee bits of paper, you know. There's not, as I say, whenever customers say that to me, they'll strip it. I suggest that I do it because, as I say, all them wee bits of paper take time to get off, you know, when it's not done right. Also, because there's new MDF skirting put on, what to do is as well, wee Stanley knife, okay. I'll just pop this down onto the skirting board here, and just run your blade along the top of your skirting. So whenever I'm stripping this paper, it'll come off, you know, and not tear and leave bits of paper along the top of the skirting board, you know. So get your Stanley knife, run a wee knife along across before you strip it, and whenever you're starting to peel the paper off, it'll just come off neat and tidy. Same around your sockets there, you know, as I say, just a wee knife around there, as you can see, the 4 edges, and underneath. And as I say, if I was papering here, I would take that socket off, you know, but as I say, I'm only painting these walls, so as soon as the paper comes off, neat and tidy around the socket. So we'll just go along here. Go. So what as I say, you can, you know, you can get solutions. I think Centre have one. You mix it with hot water and you soak the walls, and it does help. But I mean, I've been using hot soapy water for years, and if the paper's really difficult to come off, I just use a steamer. But the solution can help, you know, and if you need to, you know, if you don't want to use a steamer, you know, and the paper is difficult to come off, a solution can be beneficial. So here we go. So as you can see here, 1, 2, 3 strips here. I'm going to soak these here now, and I'm using a 3-inch brush. And don't be afraid to put water on, you know, put plenty on. And also the washing up liquid in the water stops it from being really messy. The water flying everywhere. It really does help, you know. And it really doesn't take too long to, you know, soak these walls. It is far quicker than using a steamer, doing it this way, and it is tidier as well. Plus the fact that, you know, you're not sweating with the steam. When them steamers start working, you know, the whole room, even if you've got the windows open, can get quite hot, you know. So this is the method that I like to use if I can get away with it. Where's the top half soaked of the first layer, and you just basically let it absorb into the paper for a few minutes. And I always say, you know, the more you soak the paper, the easier it is to come off. You know, sometimes you have to soak it 2 or 3 times, you know, for it to come off. So just pop that down there. And again, I always say you need to be patient doing this type of work, you know. That's why I always say, you know, work on 2 or 3 strips at one time, you know. Don't be kind of leaving paper on one side of the wall, I'll do that later and then start on another. Do one wall at a time, make sure it's all off, and wait then clean all your mess up and move on to your next wall. And I always have a couple of black bags sitting here, you know, for the people that we're stripping off, tidy it up as you go along. It means at the end of the day you have a big mess to clear up either, you know. And you know, whenever you're working in people's homes, you have to respect them. You don't want to be, you know, coming home and mess everywhere. You know, you have to clean up after you, you know, and keep a place neat and tidy. So, and see, you can see the water on those two strips there that I've done. So, now, so what I'll do is, I'm not going to shoot me stripping the whole room. It's just to show you how to do it. As I say, I've got that one wall done there. This is the second wall. And I'll just show you now. See, sometimes you do have to let it soak through for a wee bit. Go. Again, it's quite dry that, so what I'm going to do is, like I said, this one here is like a post wall. This is a solid wall, so sometimes that can make it a bit harder to come off. I'm going to give that another soaking, and say the more you soak it, the better it is. And again, as I say, if this wall gives me any trouble, I'll just put the stain onto it. But hopefully, this will do the job. And as you can see, it really doesn't take long. But it is quicker doing it this way, you know, because you're soaking the paper a lot quicker. You're doing a bigger area. So, there we go. It doesn't take that long. As I say, just give it a wee thing. So pop it down here. Whenever you get the top layer off, basically that's the hard bit, you know. And the back end, after you soak that comes off handy enough, you know. I'll say I'm just working these two strips here, and I just use the same method in the whole room. There we go. Now let that soak in. And so I'll go through the procedure with this anyway. See this wall here? As you can see, I have it all stripped. And so I let that dry overnight. That'll all, you know, get quite sticky. And a lot of people, you know, kind of use sugar soap and wash the wall down as well. But, you know, I find if you just let it dry overnight, give it a good sand, give it your first coat of paint. Before you do any filling, paint it first, put your first coat on. Then it highlights all, see all these wee holes here, a few wee holes, as you can see, all around here, you know. Here, a couple of wee holes there, there's like a wee ridge there. I flesh all that out with filler, but I'll coat it all first, and I say it highlights. Then I'll go around, put the first coat on all the walls after they're sanded, and then go around with mix up a drop of powder filler, and fill up any holes or any imperfections in the plaster that needs done. And then after you let your filler dry, sand all the filler down, touch it up, and then recoat the walls again. And normally that gives you a good finish. I use 2-pray filler, which is very good. It doesn't, a lot of fillers when you fill walls, after you paint them, they burn through the paintwork, the flash, what we would call. So 2-pray is excellent, it doesn't do that there, you know. So, right, I'll try this paper again. Hopefully it'll come off. If not, I'll probably have to use a steamer, but As I say, so I'll let you see this wall here, that's posed, that's solid, so sometimes it can be hard to come off a solid wall. But we'll see. Hopefully it'll be okay. And again, I will say, whenever you're stripping paper, it's all, you know, you don't want to be spending a long time trying to get paper off, so. And the whole idea is to get a wee edge on your top layer first, and none it should start peeling off. Now it is peeling off a wee bit, but it certainly isn't coming off as easy as the first wall that I've done there. But again, sometimes you have to let it soak in a wee bit longer. So there you go. You can see it coming off there now. And there really is a knack to stripping wallpaper, you know. And so you do need to be patient with it. So you see that top layer just peeling off there now. There you go. And as I say, that's only soaking it up. You can see it didn't take me long to do that there with a wee drop of hot water on my snuffer. There you go. There's a wee border also at the top here, we'll see. And it's coming off okay as well. So as you can see, that second soaking there certainly absorbed into the paper. And there's a lot of people score the paper, right? Which, if you do that, it's not going to come off of those full strips that I'm doing there. So again, if you can avoid doing that there. So you can see that's where I come off very clean with 2 strips, you know. And again, as I say, I peel that off there. Do you see where it just come off clean? Because I bladed that there, you know. So it's made all the difference. So. So that top layer, you just get a wee edge on it there and just peel it off. You know, simple as that. And as you can see, it really didn't take long to get that off. A couple of soaks with hot water. That top layer's already come off. And this wee top piece is just going to give it a wee soak here, and then soak this back in here. That's basically give it a soak and then actually come off and bring it back to the bare plaster. You can see that backing paper there turning a darker colour as the water just absorbs into it, you know. There you go. So you can see the difference there, you know. Again, I'll just bring that down there. And this shouldn't take too long now to come off. Back to the bit of wall. And as I say, you know, whenever you have a routine, you know, do 2 strips, move your next 2, finish the wall, clean up your mess, and move on to your next wall. So here we go. That's your 2 full strips have come off there in the space of 10 to 15 minutes. Now if you were using a steamer there, it would certainly take you a lot longer, as you're only doing a wee squirt at a time. But whenever you soak it like that, it's far quicker. So we'll just let that soak in, and again, it's near probably ready to come off, but I'll take this wee bit off here that was this top layer. There we go. There's some areas that are a wee bit harder to come off than others, but as you can see, another wee soaking over that, and there's it off. I always say, you know, don't be murdering yourself. The more you soak it, the easier it is to come off. Even if you have to soak it 2 or 3 times, you know, eventually it will come off. There's a tail edge off, you know. So that wee area there that I took off, I'll soak that as there's a wee, at least the top paper, so it's still, there's a wee bit dry there, you know. Just a wee drop of water in that. There we go. See if this backing paper comes off handy. There you go, as you can see it's coming off. Yeah, you can just peel it off as well, you know, without having to scrape it, just stick it there. There we go. Okay, doing the video here, guy. Yes, fan's open, yep. Guy looking some materials out of the fan there. So as you can see, that's coming off okay, you know. And I'm not murdered doing this here, you know. You can see it just comes off onto that edge there. And you know, as I say, make sure you get every bit off, you know. Don't leave any wee small bits, as I say, because you have to paint these walls, so you want everything off them. And whenever they dry, let them dry overnight, give them a good sand, paint them, and fill up what needs filled up. And you should get a good finish. You can see how handy that is now, coming off. There's sometimes where you come across the odd wee bit, it's a bit tight. If you do that, as I say, just add another wee bit of water to it, and that'll come off. You know, see like that wee bit there, up here. You know, so there's a border there as well. So let's give that another wee soaking. too, you know, my stripping wallpaper, you know, again, I'll go back to what I say, you know, if, you know, the customer says strips the room, you know, there's all new skirting boards there. So to strip it and all the wee bits of paper stick to the wood, you know, take it off the wood right away, don't let it, because it will stick to it, because there's still old paste there and it will stick to the skirting board and it's hard to get off. So clean it all down while it's damp. There we go. So you see it's just peeling off. As I say, that's just getting a wee bit of hot butter. It's neat, it's tidy, there's no mess. Go over it all, double check, make sure you've got all the wee bits of it, you know. Just give this a wee soak up here, a wee bit there. Okay, and just move the wee camera down and let you see this wee piece here. That's the last piece here to come off. So there you go. No problem at all. Absolutely. I'll get it. And as I was saying to you there, you know, where I bladed the skirting board, there's no paper there, stuck along the top edge. And just as we tap it. So, so that's 2 strips off, and as you can see, no problem. And all that loose paper and stuff, when I finish this wall, I'll pick all the paper up, take any loose bits stuck around the socket, skirts, take all that off, and then put my sheet over onto the 3rd wall. So my plan today is get this whole room stripped, let it dry overnight. I'll do a wee video tomorrow. I'll sand all the walls down and show you how to mix some filler up after the walls are painted, and sand it down, and you know, basically show you how to redecorate after stripping and preparing walls, you know. So there's this wall done, 2 strips there. I've another 2 in this wall and a wee bit above the door frame there, as you can see. Okay. The colour in here is ceiling's white, woodwork's getting done on a white satin, and the walls are going Dulux natural calico. So anyway, hope this video will help you, you know, if you are planning stripping wallpaper and stuff like that. As I say, it's a better job lining the walls, you know, but you can do a very good job. If the paper comes off and the walls are well prepared and painted, you can do a nice job as well. So, any questions, by all means, get back. Thanks very much.